Hello and welcome to our discussion on mammograms and the benefit with early detection of breast cancer. Breast cancer is a continuously growing issue that can be treated if caught early enough. According to the Cancer Research Institute, breast cancer accounts for 12% of all cancers diagnosed globally. The best way for a physician to determine this is for women to stay current on their yearly mammograms. Mammograms are a key tool in the early detection of breast cancer. Today, I want to discuss the importance of yearly mammograms and early detection of the breast cancer. In order to understand how important those yearly mammograms are, we will first explore the problems associated with breast cancer. Second, we will focus on the underlying causes. And third, we will offer information on the solutions mammograms can offer. Breast cancer is a very serious disease and ongoing issue that women and some men should be aware of. One of the major issues with breast cancer is that it can be fatal if not found early enough. Breast cancer is a leading problem for women in the world, and knowing that you can detect it early must be shared for everyone to know. Research shows that approximately 1 in 8 U.S. women will develop invasive breast cancer at some point in their lives. There are no major symptoms to look for that can pinpoint if you have breast cancer, but you can be aware of some of the signs to look for. For example, a new lump or mass that you can feel or see. Information found states that swelling or skin irritation of the breasts, pain or nipple pain, redness or scaliness can all be signs of something something is going on. There are different stages of breast cancer, and if caught early enough, can be treated with either surgery or chemotherapy. The first stage of breast cancer is ductal carcinoma, which if found in this stage can be surgically removed with no chemo at all. The next two stages are early breast cancer and then locally advanced breast cancer. With these, they can be treated with chemotherapy or with surgery. For these two stages, chemotherapy can be used to permanently cure the cancer if found in time. The last stage is metastatic breast cancer, and this stage can be fatal. When thinking about this issue, remember to think about how important it is to find the breast cancer early enough to treat it before it becomes fatal. Now let's focus on the causes of breast cancer and what can be done to help eliminate these factors. There are different causes of breast cancer, and being aware of them is important. Research has shown that hormonal, lifestyle, and environmental factors may increase your risk of breast cancer. According to the Cancer Research Institute, you have a higher risk of getting breast cancer if someone in your immediate family has or has had it. And even though some people may have higher risk factors, that does not guarantee that they will get it. And also, even if you have no risk factors, that doesn't guarantee you will not get it. Even though you may be thinking that you are safe because you do not have a family history of breast cancer, that does not mean you should disregard being examined regularly. Being able to pinpoint the exact cause of breast cancer is difficult, but you may be able to determine different factors that play a significant role. One fact we do know is that breast cancer is always caused by damage to a cell's DNA. Some of the ways your body fights cancerous cells is to have a diet rich in veggies, fruit, and fish, also maintaining a healthy diet and exercise plan. Also, being aware of your alcohol intake can help the risk factor as well. For example, drinking alcohol can be a risk factor that can be avoided, whereas having a family history of breast cancer cannot be. Breast cancer affects you and your entire family, so being aware of your body and being prepared to take action is important. Now that we understand what breast cancer is, the causes of where it can come from, and the signs to look for, let's focus on the solutions. There are three main solutions when focusing on breast cancer and early detection. The first grand solution would have to be yearly mammograms beginning at the age of 40. When planning on checking your breast for any abnormalities or lumps, it is important to know all of the options of screening. Mammography is the #1 tool in early detection of breast cancer. There are two main areas of mammography that are used. The first one is screening, the first one is screening and the other is diagnostic. According to the Mayo Clinic, the screening mammogram is used to detect any of the breast changes. whereas the diagnostic mammogram is used to investigate those changes further. If you feel as though you have something going on with your breasts, it's important to contact your physician to schedule a mammogram. One of the major reasons women are unable to detect breast cancer early enough to treat is because they did not do the recommended screenings. Research shows that a few different reasons will prevent women from getting their yearly mammograms. One major reason is because mammograms can be or are usually painful or uncomfortable. The process of getting readable images entails your breasts being compressed between two hard plastic paddles. Although this is uncomfortable, it is very important to get clear and readable images. Another big reason women put off getting mammograms is because of the fear of actually finding cancerous areas. Research shows that 8 out of 10 breast lumps are not cancerous, and even though the risk of finding something is there, early detection can save your life. I know what you're thinking. Mammograms sound scary and no fun. But let me put your mind to ease and tell you that certain breast cancers that are found small enough can be cured forever. Also, the total amount of time it takes for a mammogram is around 10 minutes, and in that short time, you could be able to determine something that can save your life. Research shows that mammograms have the ability to find a mass that is less than half an inch in diameter. That is not anything that we as women can feel or find ourselves. That size of a tumor can be surgically removed and has the probability of never returning. So do not let the fear of mammography prevent you from early detection, or at least put your mind at ease that you are healthy. Therefore, as women, we must be aware of our bodies and take the action needed to prevent breast cancer. Early detection is best done through mammography, so we cannot let the minor problems and issues stop us from completing our yearly screenings. The second local solution would be to have your breast examined by your physician in the office. This would mean that the physician did a routine exam by feeling the breast for any lumps or masses. If any were found, the physician would recommend a mammogram. This is another successful way of finding lumps or masses, but when they are the size that you can feel them, it may be too late. Mammography is still the #1 way to find lumps and masses that are too small to feel with your hands. The third and more personal solution would be for you to perform your own breast exams about once a month. This entails you to routinely check your breasts in the correct manner to feel for any lumps or masses. This is the least invasive, but also the least accurate way for checking yourself. If you have a family history of breast cancer or many risk factors, you should begin to plan your yearly mammograms. I want to stress the importance of finding breast cancer in the earliest stages possible, because this is your best chance at beating the cancer and saving your life. The only guaranteed way to do this is to routinely have mammograms and check yourself for lumps that may arise in between. Now we all have a better understanding of the problems, causes, and solutions of breast cancer. We also were able to learn the importance of mammograms and how early detection can save your life. I hope you all feel the importance of yearly mammograms and early detection and do your part to help your physician. Thank you all for coming and hearing the importance of mammography and the ways that early detection of breast cancer can save your life. Now I would like to ask you all any questions that you have for me. Okay?
At which age should you begin having mammograms, and how often should they be repeated?
You should probably begin having mammograms at the age of 40. You could possibly hold off until 50 if you don't have a family history and you feel as nothing is going on. But if you do have family history or any other risk factors, you may want to begin at the age of 30 just to stay on top of that and then repeat them as needed.
Thank you.
All right.
My turn, number 2. Can men be diagnosed with breast cancer?
Actually, yes, men can be diagnosed with breast cancer. It's more often seen in older males than the younger males, but it can occur at any age. Many men tend to miss early detection because they don't do mammograms, where you can find them very small and they wait till they have like a lump or a mass. But if you, again, have a family history or begin to have any signs, then you should definitely consult your physician because it is possible.
You should get a mammogram.
A mammogram.
Thank you.
All right. And
Are the symptoms and signs the same in both men and women?
Yes, they are pretty much the same. You would begin to have, lumps or masses. You could have the redness of the skin, scaliness, any tenderness or pain is usually what would arise with breast cancer.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you all so much for coming.